This song seems like it was meant to be for Carrie. Just hearing her voice on that song, I knew it was going to be really special. I'm Brett James. I've been lucky enough to have written a bunch of hit songs like When the Sun Goes Down and Out Last Night for Kenny Chesney. I Hold On for Dierks Bentley, The Truth for Jason Aldean. But today we're going to talk about one of my favorites and the songs that I've written for Carrie Underwood, a song called Jesus Take the Wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus Take the Wheel was a very typical Nashville writing session. I had a writing appointment set with two of my best friends, Hillary Lindsay and Gordy Sampson. We showed up at Hillary's house. I remember like it was yesterday, Gordy saying, I've got this concept for a song called When Jesus Takes the Wheel. And I thought that was about the silliest idea I'd ever heard for a song. At first I couldn't get my head around it. We have Jesus in a robe, driving a Toyota. Is he driving a pickup truck? What do we got Jesus driving today? And so, we kind of chuckled for a minute about this idea and actually moved on. We went and started talking about other ideas. So we go through this list of other ideas and we must have gotten stuck. We probably went through 4 or 5 things. And eventually we kind of decided we should go back to this little When Jesus Takes the Wheel idea and talk about that. And we started writing a song about this little girl driving to Cincinnati on a snow white Christmas Eve. No one puts Cincinnati in a song. And that word just flows off the tongue.
She was driving last Friday on her way to Cincinnati on a snow white Christmas Eve.
I think Gordy might have even had brought up that he had heard someone that was in that sort of situation where, their car was sliding off the road and they kind of just threw their hands up and gave it to God. And I think that's sort of where the concept of Jesus Take the Wheel came from, is sometimes you just have to throw your hands up and trust God with it. So I think that was kind of the impetus for us putting this little story about this car crash in the song.
Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands.
We wrote Jesus Take the Wheel in one day. And what's interesting about Jesus Take the Wheel, and like a lot of songs, we weren't sure that it was special. At that point, we used to cut all our demos with a full band, and they're pretty expensive. So you have to be kind of picky about which songs you actually take from the writing session into the studio to record as a demo for the artist to hear. And I remember it was my session, actually, and I was going through my list of the 10 or 15 songs, and I had to choose 5. And I remember Jesus Take the Wheel was the 5th song that I chose. It barely made the demo session. After we cut the demo, Carrie was still on American Idol. And she was not the winner yet. So we didn't really know who we were going to pitch the song to. Fast forward a couple months and Carrie wins American Idol. And Mark Bright is going to produce her record. And Mark and his assistant Kirsten, I think, were the first 2 people to hear that song and say, that's right for Carrie. And we think it's special and we want to get this song to her if she's willing to sing it. She wins American Idol, and they're recording really quickly. They're after someone, especially then, would win Idol, they wanted music out very fast. And I remember that Mark Bright, he was partial to Jesus Take the Wheel. He loved the song. Her producer, everywhere you go and sing this song, people sing the words back to you, and almost inevitably at the end of one of the little songwriter shows that I do, someone comes up and says, you know what, that song, I needed to hear that song at that place in my life, and that really helped me. We were just really fortunate. That's what it takes with a song to kind of become as big as this one became, is the right song and the right artist at the right moment in time. All things kind of have to collide. To be connected to a career like Carrie's, it's just been so amazing to me. She's become a good friend, and I, like a lot of writers, have written more than one song for her. She has been so gracious to let me be a part of her career in a small way for a lot of years. And to be, even a small part of such a historic career has really changed my life.